I've never been the smartest person in the room, not in school, not in business, but somehow I have consistently outperformed people who on paper were way ahead of me. How? Let me show you. How to beat people smarter than you. We grew up thinking smart equals successful, but what does that mean in practice? Is it being quick on your feet, making smart decisions, or knowing a lot? I look at it this way. Smart means that I know what I should want in life and ultimately how to get it. In order to get there, I need a lot of skills. So today's presentation is about two parts. Part one, how to find your skills, your natural talent, and then part two, how to build it. Let's get right to it. Nobody can beat you at being you. Find your natural talent in part one of the presentation today. We all have that secret edge. We are all good at something, believe it or not. People think they are weird. No, that weirdness is your superpower. Find out what the world wants from you and then figure out a way how to deliver that. Our number one job in life is to find that passion, that interest area of ours that we can monetize, that we can productize. How do I productize myself? This is it. I find my edge that I was wired for. I might not be the fastest man on the planet, or I might not be the best marathon runner, but maybe my edge is somewhere in the middle. Maybe I was meant to do something else. I wasn't meant to paint walls, I know for a fact. If somebody told me to become a carpenter or painter or something like that, a construction guy, I would just, start, losing hair, whatever little I have left. But I believe that we're all good at something. Find your superpower. How do I do that? There are three questions you ask from yourself. Number one, what do I do when I lose track of time? When you have 30 minutes to spare? Your kids are playing soccer on the soccer field. What do you do when you're sitting in your car? Are you on Instagram scrolling those cat or dog videos? Or are you interested in stamps? Or are you interested in, water fountains? What's your natural interest area in life? That's the thing. Number two, ask yourself, what would I still do even if I wasn't paid for it? I would be making these videos. I would be helping my clients or people around me, even if nobody was willing to pay anything for it. I would be doing that until there's something else. But as long as that's your passion area, I think our number one job in life is to go full steam ahead and pursue those dreams. If we don't, then we regret at the end of the day. And that's the thing I'm scared the most, having regrets when I'm 90. Number three, this is huge. What feels like play to me, but looks like work to others? What do I find myself doing? Like it's like play to me. Some people just want to play hockey or soccer or basketball. That's their game, their whole, even though it's a job and they get paid millions of dollars for it, it's still a game to them. They would be doing that if there was no money in that thing. It feels like play to me, but it might look like work to somebody else. And the reason why we don't do those things is because of fear. Do it now so that you don't regret it later. I guarantee you, 78% of the people in retirement homes, they regret the things they didn't do. You and I, we're not gonna be in that camp. We already covered how to find your natural talent. There were the three questions, and now we're gonna go into build mode. And there are four of these so-called skills that I'm gonna cover. The first two are about understanding what to want in life. Again, my definition of being smart was about knowing what to want and how to get it. Okay, let's get right to it. So focus is number one. I couldn't highlight this more. This has been super hard for me personally, and it took me forever to understand what it means. And here, use this if useful. If not, just listen to the main signals and apply in your case. But this is how I get clarity and focus in my life. So quickly, pay whatever it takes to be left alone and think. Huge. Sometimes it might cost you $150,000 to leave something behind so that you get clarity and you get to be left alone and you can think clearly. That's what I'm doing. It cost me $150,000 to be exact last year to leave my construction business alone so that I can focus on this, so that I could make zero money here. Sometimes you have to pay the world whatever it takes to get that clarity. Number two, say no. Again, super hard personally. I used to be a yes man. I have talked about this a lot. All doors had to be open so that I would have a backup policy and an insurance policy and this and that. No, say no by default so you can concentrate. Let some fires burn. Again, speaking from personal experience, I'm still struggling with this. And the reason why I write these down, for the most part still, talk about these things, is that I need to be reminded more than I need to be taught. I need to remind myself to stay on the right track. Let some fires burn. If my number one activity for today is to do cold calls, then I just need to let everything else be there. Let those fires burn. One step at a time. Again, One thing, one focus area. Ask yourself, what one thing is going to move the ball forward the most today? And then do that. Leave everything else aside. Being smart is so much more than how many books you have read in your life. It's about knowing yourself. Like I said, the first two are about your self-awareness, understanding what to want in life. Where am I now? Where do I want to go? This is your gap analysis. Okay, where do I stand now and where do I want to go? And how long is the gap between the 2 points? What's working and what's not? Identify what you're good at and what you're not good at. And then regarding the things that you suck at, those are the variables in your value chain. The better you can control the variables, the better you can control the outcome. Number 3, ask yourself, these are the big 3 in life. Who do I want to spend my time with? This is your partner selection, the number one, the most important decision in your life. Who's my life partner? That person needs to be able to have the same interest, support you no matter what, and teach you something, so that it's a two-way street. What do I do for a living? Like we covered in finding that natural talent. We're all good at something. What's my edge in life? Where's my natural curiosity? And then where do I live? Change your circumstances, change your behavior. This is huge. Every time I feel stuck in my mind, what do? I hop on a plane, I travel. It's a very expensive way to get clarity. But again, pay the world whatever it takes to be left alone so that you can think and see things clearly. That always works in my case. These two with focus and self-awareness, you're able to understand what to really want in life. And that's about being smart as well. I talk about volume in life a lot. How to put in the reps, do a lot of what you like so that you can get good at it. So why do we do it that way? I'll actually start with the last bullet here. Do more so that you can learn more so that you can cut 90% of it. Get rid of it. Honestly, simplicity is the goal, not complexity. People are taught at school that the more you learn, the more you know, and the more you can add. The first two apply, but not the last one. Your job is not to add. Your job is to delete always by default, because everything simple in life is effective, makes money, and makes you better and your company better. Honestly. It's not complex. Simple is hard, complex is easy. And again, I go back to this Warren Buffett quote all the time, where he says, simple at scale is hard, complex at scale is impossible. Meaning that whatever you end up scaling up, let's say it's your company idea, your business idea, it looks brain dead simple in the beginning, but when you scale it up, you turn it into a really well-functioning operation, it becomes super hard. But if your business idea is complex in the beginning, it becomes impossible. We have seen this so many times. All the greatest business ideas in life are simple. So how do we get there? We swim upstream. When everybody else sells, we buy, and vice versa. We question everything. We know so much more by learning, by doing, so that we can actually then apply those learnings to be able to get rid of all the noise. Cut 90% is the recipe. And of course, this list wouldn't be complete unless we talked about consistent execution. One of my favorite topics. This is probably the thing that I've been the best at in my life. This comes naturally to me, so it's kind of easy for me to talk about. And I always wonder if I'm the best person to actually even talk about it, because I've always been a grinder. Why? And it comes back to why. I think there are two really big drivers in life for people. There's the deep insecurity and then curiosity. Oftentimes we start with the deep insecurity. This is picture perfect me. Why did I start lifting weights 30 plus years ago? Because I was skinny, I was weak, and I didn't have any muscles. So deep insecurity was the underlying issue. And I still have that in me. But over time, it's being replaced by curiosity more and more and more. I don't really care. The point is this. I don't really care, neither should you, what your driver is, as long as you have that big why. If you don't, dig deeper. Okay, so what is the makeup of consistent execution? It's really about understanding the principles. So avoid all the shiny objects. It's again, you on that pitch black freeway going from New York to LA, not knowing what the distance is. There are no road signs. There is nobody telling you how many miles away from the final destination you are. You just keep driving, because ultimately you will get there. There are plenty of shiny objects, exits telling you that this is the faster route, this is the detour, or this is the whatever way to get there. Easier, faster. Your job is to avoid all shiny objects. then detach yourself from the outcome. This is one of my things that I was able to, or forced actually, to learn from scratch. I was very outcome driven in the past. My happiness, I thought, was dependent on whether I lost or won. When I learned how to enjoy, quote unquote, enjoy those daily micro level losses, I understood that life is about the big things. My happiness is not really dependent on whether I won or lost, because I win no matter what. Either I get the desired outcome or that epic story, meaning that lesson, so I can get better. And ultimately, I just want to test how good I truly am. Learn as much as I can and get a little better every day. And then, last but not least, start and never stop. Ask yourself what truly matters in my life and start only those activities and never stop. Never ever. If you're starting a new hobby, you go golfing. You're like, okay, I don't know if this is a thing for me. Maybe I go once a quarter. I don't know. At least in my case, I would not go at all, because I would ask myself, what are the activities I'm going to start and never stop? Okay, time to summarize the presentation. How to beat people smarter than you. What does smart even mean? Going back to our question in the beginning. Stop comparing yourself to people with higher IQs, better degrees, or longer resumes. It doesn't matter. What you need to be the best at is to find your vision, find your natural talent, be consistent, start and never stop. That's what smart means in practice. Everybody can build it, but it starts by understanding what is that you are naturally good at. That's your natural talent. And then you start building your skills after that. There's a clear roadmap. Hopefully we demystify the whole smart concept, because successful people, they come from all ages, from all groups, from all backgrounds. You can build your own smartness, so to say, by being consistent and by understanding what to want and then how to get it. Hope this helped. This is something that I follow personally. That's all I had today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I'll talk to you in the next one, and thank you for this one.